it pissed me off. Personally, I take it personal. I really take this thing personal because whatever thing he does really reflects to us. Expect double upload today. This is very concerning, and in terms of a black brother and misbehaving so badly here in Asia, particularly in Japan and South Korea. And his name is Johnny Somali. Like always, I'm going to be extremely honest, so please do not take offense. I am not targeting no one, but this is how I see the situation really, and hopefully I'll address certain things that will bring more depth to the situation. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this one-to-one and talk really. So yeah, Johnny Somali, I'm not drinking alcohol. This is just this, alright? I don't drink alcohol, I'm Muslim. I live in China. I live in Tianjin as I'm recording this video. And I just want to say thank you so much for those who watched my interview video with my broski from London. Recently moved to China, he's loving life here. It's fantastic, safe place, brilliant. All around, perfect. Perfect so far, star. Of course, I'm not saying China's perfect, I'm just saying his experience so far has been positive. That's brilliant, that's amazing. So part 2 of that interview will continue, of course, after this video, you understand? And yeah, what can I say? Johnny Somali, let's focus on this guy. I am pretty confident he is part of the reason why, okay, let me rephrase that. I am pretty confident he is the reason why someone called the police on me in Tokyo, Japan. That was the first time, I'm not joking, that was the first time in my entire life traveling to countless of countries really. Of all the places I've been to, no one has ever called the police on me, but Tokyo, Japan was the first time. The event was mad, honestly. Whatever snitch, I wasn't doing anything dodgy, I was just minding my business, and in fact, I woke up pretty early in the morning, and then I was just recording the scene and capturing things really, and then the police approached, and it was like, oh yes, someone report you, and she came over, and she was like, I just want to check what you're doing. I was like, I'm just recording a video for YouTube really. I was minding my business, I wasn't being pervasive or whatever, right? So yeah, the police lady was nice. And after that experience, I left Japan, of course not for that, but of course because my time there came to an end. I was just there on a holiday or vacation, some would say, you know. And then yeah, I came back to China because I live and work in China. I'm a teacher, you understand. I am not a troublemaker. It's not a thing I'm attracted to. No, I don't find and troubling people anything sexy. It's not nice. It's not a nice thing really, because some days I like to keep to myself. I like my space. I'm a very outgoing person. I would say I'm an extrovert really. I'm very friendly. I'm a people person really, you understand? And being a teacher, and I've developed a skill like to analyze the room, and of course and I know exactly how to respond to certain situation really. So while I was in Japan, I understand a lot of the people there are quite reserved. So Japan is very, you know, very quiet. There's quite a lot of strict laws like you need to abide to. So if you break it, then you can face significant circumstances really, you understand? So you have to obey the laws, whether it be jaywalking, recycling properly, sit well on the train, and of course and don't offend other people. You know, most of the time on the train it's quiet there, you know. And I look at Japan and I was like, coming from China, you know, it's so crazy how a lot of people think China is extremely strict, like you have no motion to move around or whatever, right? No, it's completely the opposite really. And I find China a lot more open than Japan, you understand, in so many ways. But of course, then some will say, yeah, Japan, the internet is not black, but that's not what I'm trying to say. This video is not to compare Japan to China, but I'm just trying to give you some context really. And for those who are new here, so I think it's best for you to have maybe some profound detail, you understand? So yeah, in terms of like Johnny Somali, his behavior, what he did in Japan was quite a disturbing show. Let's put it that way. He's a streamer. For those who don't know who's Johnny Somali, he's a streamer. I'm not too, of course, let's say, familiar with his work. I'm not really a fan at all. You know, I've seen some clips. I've seen some people talking about him on the thing he did in Japan. Wow, man, that was mad. Really. He's like offending people, being aggressive in terms of his language. You understand? He's a very small guy. You understand? It's not really that big, and he's out there. He's a menace. You know what I mean? So he's a maniac. He's a troublemaker. Let's call him a global troublemaker. You understand? And he pissed off the Japanese people. Since Japanese people are normally quite nice people, you understand? So I think they cut him a slack a little bit. And then it went to... And these are places I've been to. So South Korea, I've been there a couple of months ago. And it's not my favourite sort of place, really, I have to be honest. But of course, it's super, super developed. Brilliant place. And there's quite a lot of things happening there. I think I like... And Hongdae and Ituan, nice sort of place, very trendy, a lot of things happening there, you understand? But those places, Japan and South Korea, not my cup of tea. I think part of the reason why, because it doesn't fit well with who I am, you understand? So I just felt like I was a little bit out of place, which is perfectly fine. So not all places around the world will tick for me, surely not, you understand? So definitely, it was an experience, you know, especially experiencing recently what I experienced in Japan. First time someone called the police on me was mad because of Johnny Somali, you know. And then now he did what he did now in Korea. I'm not going to show you any footage because I don't want to promote this sort of thing, right? And I heard rumor that he's thinking to come to China. Well, that is just a rumor. I'm not a Chinese person. I'm not going to say, like, don't come to China. I'm not from around here, you understand? Well, I just want to say, like, if, let's say, that happened, then, of course, I think he needs to fix his attitude ASAP. Because the sort of thing he's doing in those countries will never fly here, honestly. China is one of those countries that give opportunities to people, right? But, of course, don't take Chinese people for fool, really. And they are so quick they will easily deport you. And in fact, they might not even allow you into the country if you have a track record of causing a lot of trouble out there. You understand? So, but anyways, you never know, you know, and it depends how the situation plays out. And apparently it's still in South Korea, the Johnny Somali guy, you know. Now, let me give you my take. Now, you know already, I'm pretty sure if you spend a lot of time online, you probably heard of this guy, really. Streamers are normally just talking about things. I see them all the time. It's a big thing here as well in China. You understand? So if you go to a lot of the city centers, you see people have their phone, they're streaming really to countless of people out there. They don't make that much money, but some people do make a lot of money due to donation as well. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, really. So the crazier you are, the more money you make, really. So if you behave the most stupid way, and then of course then people are gonna find it very, very fun to watch, really. Or if you're just boring, you're just doing the normal thing, of course no one's gonna find any pleasure and watching that. These guys, they've mastered the art of being a maniac, being a nuisance, really. So they're just out there causing a lot of trouble. That's the same thing. It's quite similar to a lot of YouTubers, but because YouTube have a strict law, if you keep breaking the YouTube policies, then of course you can face significant and punishment, really. Either be like your channel get deleted, or they give you a strike, and if you get free strike, and then they'll delete your channel permanently. You understand? So I've seen quite similar situation with content creator, would it be like YouTubers traveling to different places like me. But of course, let's face it, this game is all about views, you know, and a lot of YouTubers out there, they're not real. I'm telling you this for fact, not real at all. You know, for me, hence-wise, on my channel, I don't say like, subscribe, or whatever, because I don't hold no one nothing. I am not going to do something stupid for your entertainment. It is not going to happen, you understand? And there are quite a lot of content creators I've studied over time, and I would never want to work with them, you understand? So, definitely, the way I see the case of Johnny Somali, I think this guy is destroying the reputation of black people here in Asia. It's sad because I know quite a lot of black people who are highly intelligent, who are doing so many great work behind the scene, really interacting, learning the language, like getting closer to whatever culture, would it be in Japan, in South Korea, in China, in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, you name it, in Vietnam, really. These people, they spend so many years, on this guy coming up from nowhere, from the United States, I think that's where he's from, and then is doing a lot of terrible things, destroying all the hard work black people have been living here for all this time, really, and then is doing that. It's not nice. It's not a nice thing, really. Do you understand? So it pissed me off. Personally, I take it personal. I really take this thing personal because whatever thing he does really reflects to us here as a black man, especially as a black man as well. You understand? It's insane. And the one thing he failed to understand is in those countries he has behaved poorly. You understand? Those countries are by far, I don't want to be disrespectful, please, but this is how I'm very good when it comes towards analysing a place. Those two countries I just mentioned, Japan and South Korea, and in terms of treatment towards black people, are two of the worst in Asia, unfortunately. Thankfully, while I was there, I did not experience any physical or verbal abuse from any of the Japanese or the Korean people, and that's great. I think part of the reason why, because I'm a very respectful guy, you understand? So even if I don't like a place or food or whatever, I will not try to say that in front of you. But in this part of the world, the more time I spend here, I'm telling you, I've been coming here since 2018, you understand? The more I learn more about this culture, the reason why, in this culture, they are keen on face. Most people don't want to lose face. And if you make them look stupid, of course, they will go the extreme mile to attack you. And I think it's a thing now in Korea. A lot of people are going after him. I think rightfully so because of the thing he did, you understand? I don't want to explain it on my channel because my channel is not really about exposing something, not so pleasant, you understand? That is not what I stand for. But I would just say is what he did was absolutely wrong. It was pathetic, really. Those sort of behavior, he can never do that in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Somalia, in any African country because this country don't joke. You understand? So it pick wisely. It goes to certain places, really, like Japan and South Korea. But it seemed like this time, South Korean people are not taking it lightly. Like I said, these two countries, in terms of like the way they see black people, if you have a darker skin complexion in this part of the world, in these two countries, they are very, very against people of darker skin complexion, whether in employment, whether it be in dating, very, very strict. And that's why in this part of the world, you have a huge, and market in terms of like white and cream, plastic surgery. A lot of them, the people want to look whiter and pale as possible, you understand? I know this culture. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I've been to these places and I know what I'm talking about, right? So it's a thing here. And then you're doing that. It just amplifies the hate towards people that look like us. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. Really, and what he's doing is not just destroying himself, but he's also destroying a lot of black people who are working tirelessly to get to where they are, and then he's doing that. I think he's absolutely pathetic. He's a selfish guy. All he cares about is views, what is it, subscription or donation or whatever, right? For cloud online, and then completely forgotten about the bigger picture, really, and which it just broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. I've worked tirelessly since I've been in Asia, integrating with the culture in so many places I've been to, being respectful to people, the things I don't like. But of course, I'm not going to go out there and voice my opinion. If I don't like a place, I would just leave. That's who I am. That's why I left Japan. I left Korea. Of course, you don't see me making video, I hate Japan. No. I'm better than that, you understand? So I just move on, you understand? Would I go to these countries again, Japan, South Korea? Absolutely. Would I go there for a long duration? Not really, because I just feel like I may not like a lot of the aspect of things there. You understand? So, yeah. But of course, they are cool countries. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Go to those countries. You understand if that what you want. But of course, for me, I think there are more better places I would consider visiting. You understand? And spending my hard-earned money. You understand? So definitely, I just want to say I apologize to all the Japanese people, to all the Korean people out there. I just wanted to know if you're a Japanese person or Korean you're watching. I'm pretty sure not all black people are like Johnny Somali. There's so many nice, hardworking, intelligent, really black people out there. You know, so don't see all black people like this. You understand? It is not a representation of black people or even American people. You understand? It's absolutely sad, really sad. There are people out there that want your downfall, and especially if you're a black guy and then you're behaving like this. Mate, what are you doing? Some people don't even like us being on this platform. You understand? Most people don't even like us being on this platform, and you're behaving like that. It's insane. Mad.